Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Lateef. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, switch on your notifications, and follow me on both of our journey, I guess, and my amazing good vibes. So look, today I am going to talk about, is your skin actually sensitive or is your skin sensitized, and how you can fix it? So the reason why I'm actually really talking about this is because I often get like a lot of questions on Twitter and Instagram about this. I think a lot of people use both of them interchangeably, and I just thought I could just do a quick video which kind of highlights the main differences and how to fix, or I guess just how to manage either of the two. And well, man, you know what? I'm just talking way too much. Let me just get into it. So again, so like I kind of said, people use the two interchangeably, or sometimes they make a mistake in applying, I guess, the wrong term to their actual condition. So when I think of sensitive skin is actually a skin type. So similar to kind of like your oily skin, your normal skin, your combination, it's a skin type. However, unlike the rest, it doesn't have an overarching kind of definition. There are some characteristics which can explain it. So burning, redness, itching, easily irritated. Although no, with the redness, when you do have dark skin like mine, for example, it's not necessarily visible. So just do bear that in mind. Um, the the bottom line is that it's really dependent on the skin and the individual. So what triggers it? What are their kind of skin sensations? Because the one thing about skin sensitivity is that it's highly unpredictable, right? It depends on the individual. So like you can find a group of people that have sensitive skin and their triggers and their sensations are completely different. So one example is that you can have someone with sensitive skin and I don't know, they react to fragrances, right? But they are perfectly able to use AHAs and BHAs. Where you can find another individual who can't use fragrances, but they can enjoy the hell out of BHAs and AHAs, right? And that is really it. That it's so dependent on the individual and what their individual triggers are. That being said, there are actually medical conditions for skin sensitivity. So before I even get into those, I'm not saying that everyone who has, sensitive skin has like this underlying disorder or long-term skin condition, but it's just something to know. So the first one is eczema. So eczema is pretty popular. It's a kind of overarching term for a condition which causes itchiness, dryness, flaking, in some kind of severe cases, maybe cracks and oozing, as well as like open wounds. And again, that would be a medical reason. And, people that have that are kind of, classified as having sensitive skin. Similarly, there's rosacea. Again, this primarily affects the face. Again, it can affect anywhere else in the body, but primarily the face. It also mainly affects women, which is also interesting. But again, similar to some of the characteristics we've mentioned before, burning, itching, swelling, redness. I think also with rosacea, you can also find like dryness and, the stuff that comes in your eye just like kind of gumming together as well. You can also find swelling, if I haven't mentioned that. Or you can find that around your nose area, you get hardened skin. The causes for rosacea are actually pretty much unknown, and people have identified like some common triggers. So like, for example, alcohol, spicy food, cheese, to name a few. So again, that's, I guess, the medical side. I think what's really important when you have sensitive skin is that a lot of people actually know what their triggers are from a young age, whether it be, their parents were paying attention or, them, of course, paying attention as well. And the most common factor is actually fragrance. So that's why you see a lot of brands are, doing all of this unscented products and all of that kind of stuff, right? Because the biggest common factor is fragrance. And I think it's really important that if you cannot afford to see a dermatologist or an esthetician or, your general practitioner, you yourself try to be proactive and try to isolate what the issue is. So for example, if you introduce something new and your skin reacts badly to it, and I'm not talking about necessarily purging, understand what the difference between purging and breaking out is, and how the reactions differ. You may actually want to just look at its ingredient list, look how it's formulated, and see if you've had this experience multiple times with that, right? Again, you really do need to be proactive. Again, like I said, if you can afford to, do visit a dermatologist, your general practitioner, an esthetician, and maybe they can help identify what it is for you. I'll also say, to a lesser extent, allergies can play a role in skin sensitivity. So, on the other hand, when you think of sensitive skin, this is not a skin type. This is a concern or condition. Unlike sensitive skin, this is not something that needs to be managed. This is actually rather temporary, and you can get rid of it, to get to the short and sweet of it, by following, certain steps. So, I mean, when we think of the reasons for sensitized skin, it often, boils down to external factors. So, lifestyle, as well as environmental. So some of the key offenders are, over exfoliating, using too many products on your skin and not introducing them correctly to your skin as well. Stress, climate change, pollution can actually have a massive effect on one's skin barrier as well. A kind of extreme, but I think it's worth mentioning, is also medication. Certain types of medication can actually have an impact on an individual's skin barrier. So that's really worth noting. In terms of identifying this is, I guess, really the question. I think, as an individual, to a certain extent, or I would hope so, you kind of know what your skin feels like, how it reacts to certain products. And I think the first step is if you notice a difference in how your skin looks or feels. So imagine you've been using this, soap for 5 years, and suddenly, it starts to, burn or kind of sting, or you're starting to experience redness. I'm not necessarily talking from like you have an open cut and that's what's happening, but generally just across your face. I think that's also one sign. Generally speaking, some of the signs are quite similar to what we see with sensitive skin. So, redness, dryness, itchiness, swelling. But I think for me personally, when I think of, sensitized skin, it tends to be dehydrated. It tends to look dull. And it tends to be tight as well. Those for me are some of the kind of key factors. I also think it's worth mentioning that sometimes when you are of a darker skin tone like myself, it's quite hard to visibly tell when you have sensitive skin. So you really need to rely on how your skin feels, as well as acknowledging any kind of sensation which you previously have never had. That is extremely important, because again, with darker skin, it's much harder to identify these things. Like, how are you going to see redness on my face? Like, what part of my face is going to turn up red? However, small fact, my nose and ears do actually turn red when it's extremely cold. So, yeah. But really, the main thing is, how do you fix it? So, first thing that you really want to do is stop exfoliating. Put on pause, stop it. And this is like your chemical exfoliants, this is your physical exfoliants. So, your chemical exfoliants, your AHAs, your BHAs. When I think more about the physical exfoliants as well, you really want to take a step back from like maybe, those sonic brushes or even the rubber ones. You may, if you're someone, and I already believe that everyone should just use their hands to kind of wash their face, but if you're someone who uses a cloth, you really want to stop that as well. Secondly, in fact, step away from any product that can potentially irritate your skin. So you really want to step away from your toners that are mixed in with astringents, which can leave your skin feeling tight and dry. You want to step away from clay mask, again, which can leave your skin feeling tight and dry. You want to step away from your Vit C, you want to step away from your retinol. You just want to take an absolute break when it comes to products. Like, no ifs, no buts, just absolutely get rid of it. Third is actually incorporating gentle cleansers that are not drying, that are not going to strip your skin, ensuring that everything you're using anyway is, suited to your skin type. You want moisturizers, and again, you really want to make sure you are putting your SPF on. You cannot essentially risk your skin becoming any more like sensitive than what it is right now through sun damage as well. And on top of that, when I say, going back to the basics and using those three, you really want to incorporate hydrating products into your routine. So you want your essences, your serums, your hyaluronic acid, your aloe vera, stuff that kind of hydrates the skin, soothes and heals. You also want to look at other, ingredients that like such as ceramides. You want to look at niacinamide. You want to look at fatty acids. All of these things that kind of help restore your skin barrier. Number 5, occlusives. You really want nice occlusives which can help you lock in all of that hydration and moisture you've been putting into your skin, as well as help repair and soothe your skin as well. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to recommend a few products just to get you thinking of the certain types of products which you can use during this time while you are trying to restore your skin's barrier. I'm going to mention a few ingredients here and there. Again, ingredients aren't necessarily the all and the A to Z of everything, but they can help, especially in a case like this. So first off is my oil cleanser. So this is the A True Balancing Oil. Now, one thing I'll say about this is that it has loads of oils which help soothe your skin. It also has fatty acids and antioxidants. As I said, fatty acids are really useful for helping restore the skin's barrier. In terms of the antioxidants, as we know, they help to protect your skin as well. In terms of usage, I would only use this in the night. So only in the night. Second on the list is a cleanser. So this is my daily wash cleanser from Baxter of California, one of the two. Anyway, but this is really gentle. It does not dry your skin. It does not strip it. It really kind of seeks to hydrate your skin and soothe it. It has, allantoin, it has aloe vera, and these are really nice ingredients. I actually use this both morning and night. It's really gentle, and it just leaves your skin feeling nice afterwards. You don't want anything that your skin feels tight. Obviously you're trying to repair it, you're not trying to worsen it during this period. Next is the snail essence. My people, you guys know I absolutely love the snail essence from CosRX, but again, the snail mucin in it is amazing for helping damage in the skin, helping with brightening. It's also a source of hydration, similar to the panthenol. It's a humectant, keeping your skin nice and hydrated, keeping it nourished and keeping it plump as well. So again, really important. I would definitely say that this is something that everyone should incorporate to their routine anyway. But if you're definitely going through some hydration issues or compromised skin barrier, this is an amazing product. Another product is, I cannot pronounce the first word, the glytomon, don't know how to say it, but the Even and Balance toner from CosRX as well. Let me try. Yeah, no, absolutely love this product. Now, the one reason why I'll mention this product as well is that yes, it has the panthenol as a humectant, it causes hydration, but as well it has niacinamide. Now, a lot of people, when they think about niacinamide, initially they think about it how it helps brighten the skin. But niacinamide is also a really important ingredient for ensuring the restoration of your skin's barrier. So if you're someone who's concerned about maybe stopping any kind of treatment or using products to help brighten your skin, niacinamide is one that you can actually still keep on the list. Absolutely love this product. Just got my new bottle, and I was just about to say make love to it, but I'm not that word, but yeah, you get the drift. Next on the list is this Vital Essence treatment from Blythe Cosmetics. This is really good. Again, the beans, they help nourish your skin. It also has sodium hyaluronate, which is an amazing for hydration, can pack a lot of hydration on your face. Again, when I talk about these 3 essences, I'm not saying that you should use all of them one after the other, but you can use them interchangeably. But again, just to get an idea of the sort of products you should be using, as well as some of the ingredients that you should be looking for in these products. This is the pressed serum from Blythe. It's just a nice gentle serum. It hydrates the skin, it soothes the skin. What you will notice is that as I'm talking about hydration, I'm also talking about soothing the skin as well, which is really important because once your skin barrier is compromised, your skin can sometimes feel inflamed, it's burning, it's stinging. Depending on the skin type you have, if you're acne prone, you know, you could be going through some massive flares as well. So you really want to be trying to use as many products as possible which can, you know, help soothe your skin as well as hydrate it, and don't have any additional ingredients which can kind of, you know, cause any flares or any irritation. So this again is from Blythe. I talk about it all the time, so it's a number one. Another thing about this is that it also works as a moisturizer as well. But again, depending, you may just want to put something else on top, like a moisturizer after using it. Next is a moisturizer. So this moisturizer is from Base Plus. They basically personalize your moisturizer suited to your skin concerns. Now, the one thing that I really want to kind of highlight about this is that it has niacinamide again. So as we've gone over, it's great for, you know, helping you build that skin barrier. Another thing I would say is that it has green tea extract, which is also good. You know, it has anti-inflammatory properties. It's also antibacterial. Again, these are the kind of things that you want in your routine. So that's that. In terms of this, I would use this both in the morning and night. The essences as well, because I didn't just say, I would use them both in the morning and night, whichever one out of the three you decide to use, or you could use them interchangeably as well. Cheeky, so I'm just going to mention, you know, the SPF of my choice. I don't know if you guys can see it because it's white and the light is so bright, but this is the Sun Essence from Keep Cool. I've spoken about it quite a few times. The reason why I'll choose this is because it's very gentle, and the purpose of it is to already soothe and hydrate the skin. Again, this is something that you'll be using in your AM routine. You want to make sure you put on 2 fingers. As I mentioned, you cannot afford to get any sun damage. You should be wearing your SPF anyway, but really at a time like this, it's even more important. So again, this would only be used in the AM or while there's any sunlight. If you're going to stay inside your bedroom with the curtains closed, then you don't need it, right? But if you're going to be out and about, make sure to apply this. Last on the list is the CeraVe Healing Ointment. And again, this is great. Petroleum jelly, works as an occlusive, also formulated with hyaluronic acid, and it has, is it ceramides or ceramides? Either way, if I said both of them, it means I said it right once, right? But anyway, again, which helps restore your skin's barrier. It seals in all of that kind of hydration you've already put on beforehand, and you're good to go, right? Now with this, I use this in the nighttime. As I said, the ceramides are really important for kind of promoting healing. One thing I will say for my UK people is that you can get this on Amazon. Obviously it's expensive. Like these people, they need to come to the UK properly and not give us the limited range. One thing why I'll say I bought this big one is because you can use it like forever and ever, and it doesn't make a dent. You just continuously dig it out. So this is great. I would use this in the PM before going to sleep to lock everything in. So again, really, that's really some of the products I will mention. Coincidentally, all of these products, you can use them if you're trying to generally just make sure you keep your skin hydrated. I would say this routine is actually very well suited to people with dry skin as well. One thing I will say to people, which is really important, especially while you're going through a kind of damaged barrier, is that if you are going to be using oils during this period, please make sure that you are hydrating your skin and introducing moisture to it before you put on oils. So as we said before, oils do not they do not provide moisture, they seal in moisture, right? And by not listening to that, you can actually worsen the situation. So look, that's everything from me. I hope you guys found this useful. As I've said before, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and I just wish you guys all the best. I hope none of you have sensitized skin. My skin just stopped being sensitized like a month ago, and it's a great relief to be able to use some, you know, BHAs and AHAs and sort out the rest of the issues on my face. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, evening, week. I don't know. Bye guys.